and Sion to get to the Ashe there at the end. We'll see what build we see from Ashe as well. We've seen a lot of different techings. We've even seen like Essence Reaver come back a little bit on Ashe. Vandal Pipes, you gotta imagine very carefully. Without vision of where the Xin Zhao is. It's on the other side of the map. Okay, Dudu is in trouble.
Yeah, he just barely got his ult back, and there he goes. Is going to dash away, essentially, like the train he is. And Dudu says, well, nothing I can do here. Already down almost, 15 CS here, especially after Xiu gets this wave, so.
And Xiu he got the first plate, and we'll get a second one. He's still waiting. Small wronging.
The long game here, as eventually they're going to get this combo done onto Career, very nicely layered, as even able to interrupt with the Cataclysm is Pyosik, so they do get that kill down. As you mentioned, a lot of time spent, as now once again the 1v1 Xiu is making Dudu's life hell.
I mean, they took so much damage on the trade back, it's kind of difficult to start Dragon here. But I think they might have needed to do something like that, even though Showmaker has Prio in mid, because that kill alone didn't have teleport and did not have enough control to rotate over. It was a very quick call from Pyosik, who's been very decisive throughout this series, despite losing in game 1. Gets onto Career, gets his flash, and then it's a free catch. And finally, Life is just like, all right, I'm using my sums, I'm out of here. And that means a free Herald does go over, as you say. Closer can't really do anything here. Going to look for a scatter as a consolation prize.
Well, you got Duckdom trying to make things interesting into Career, but Career has a jump path out of there through the Varus. And we didn't take much of a look at the bottom lane, but we all know how that one's going. Xiu just maintaining about a 35 CS lead down there.
Imagine we're going to start to see components for Nashers to defend. And they don't have control really anywhere on the map. You can see like in mid there's a small modicum of control. And Showmaker plays this safe, scouts Pyosik, pushes him out.
Oh, they're just going to turn on the Life here in transition. He doesn't have any sums, as you talked about in the last fight, and that's just going to be given over to Smash. So not sure exactly how they got caught there. It looks like he put down a control ward and they just got jumped. So got to be careful where your objective given over to Dplus Kia.
Yeah, and Pyosik, I mean, he wanted to try to make something happen to Showmaker. He's unable to do so. Showmaker still has free reign down here. He's even going to commit his ult.
Yeah, just going in for the extra amount of harass, essentially. Trying to land that ult, just barely not able to.
I mean, look at the mid lane, too. Like, Duckdom isn't there. He's using his arrow here to try to hit Showmaker. Not going to succeed. And now, like, they're going to basically lose.
With what names you use for stuff, when everything's got a keyword nowadays. As the slows are coming in, they're looking for Smash. He doesn't have his flash.
Too.
And Pyosik is here. There
Lucid!
He is, but Lucid pops out of the bush. And Pyosik is pretty late, actually, to the party, as First Blood will go over to Rakan. Smash should be in some trouble here as the drag will get the kill, but now Pyosik might go down as the TP is coming in, and Showmaker says, give me that kill right now. And they will do exactly that. Definitely the smart thing to do. And that's going to be 2 for 1 here in favor of Dplus Kia.
And they can actually send Smash mid, Dre Arrow. I don't think he's too worried about it, as long as Career's got the bell at the ready.
Trying to get an angle here on a Life once again, who this time is Braum, and it does matter. As now the engage comes in, catches Toon as Career, it's beautiful, they get Duckdom. As Career comes out of basically nowhere. I thought they knew he was there, but Career with the very quick engage was just too much for them to handle.
I thought this was going to be a fun game where Showmaker has a lot of fun with Echo, Valdez.
None of that.
The most fun part was when he had to press Control R and then press R and avoid the Syndra's ult damage. And that was it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he practically could have been playing anything in this game. Let's the Lucid show.
And Pyosik just trying to stick around to defend the turret, was never going to be able to. And yeah, I guess he cleared the wave, but he also cleared his own health bar by sticking around, as Lucid had a big smile, Pyosik a big grimace after that one. And there really hasn't been a lot of, game-turning moments in this one.
I mean, Dplus have so much control over the map. This
7K gold.
This comp has to function around where to set up that CC chain. You can't team fight. You can't even exist on the map, really. As between Lucid and this engage from Career, can't even be near your mid-turret. And we're too far away, I suppose. The engage is so real. It's so strong here.
Opponents to play the game and just suffocating them. Did a bit of damage there, okay. Smash is also going to be forced to flash away. As in comes Lucid, and in comes Career, and Life is like, well, I guess I'll try my best. There's the charm, as Duckdom's doing a lot of damage to him, but Career does get away, and now we got a TP coming in. Lucid has to go forward, as the ult is insane, pushes 2 back, and now Showmaker comes over, and Lucid is unkillable with the Sundered Sky, and now we see what a 5v5 looks like when everybody on DK comes on over. As Shiyu gets the angle, hits the needles on a closer who is playing Syndra into Echo and Gwen. The least fun you could ever have as a Syndra.
Yeah, this draft really just definitely POM, like no question in this one. This goes to the other side, gets the double knockback. Duckdom can't kill him. Then Closer gets the kill onto Career, but he's actually used his ultimate that way. And then the collapse of everyone else comes in. And it's just a well-oiled machine the way the rest of this team fight plays out. Like Shiyu's just chasing down, gets the turn onto Closer here. Snipe comes through from Smash. And Dplus will take no prisoners.
Yeah, they definitely didn't. We got to see a little bit of burst out of the Echo in that fight that you were asking for, Wolf. And it was on to the Ashe, who didn't have flash and had like 30% health. But that 30% went away very quickly, actually all at once, to the Echo. And especially with the double flank coming in from the solo laners was really just impossible to deal with when you're playing Ashe, Syndra.
And you know what, Rakan, he's bandle piping. Just wanted to mention it.
Yeah, he's doing a little bandle piping. As the Cataclysm is going to stop Dudu from getting in, Showmaker is still playing Echo and still not going to be punished there as when it becomes Lightning in on a Closer and he is down. And the follow-up with a change from max range from downtown. Smash going to hit it. And this is where DK just kind of turned into the Harlem Globetrotters, and they just begin to really make their opponents look silly. As in they go, Duckdom, they're sending everything in the kitchen sink beyond that one. As Life and Dudu, they did their best, but their best was definitely not enough. As the first game was 25 minutes, it looks like this one will be very slightly longer, but it's still just as dominant. As there you have it, Dplus Kia will be taking the 2-0 here tonight over the DN SOOPers.
Pick it up right where they left off at Kesbrook up right where they left off against Bro. This team incredibly dominant, just like we saw at the beginning of 2025. A 4-0 start here, and Showmaker the leader.